Hey, here we are. Everything seems to be working now. 15 seconds late. Shoot. Anyway. Welcome to the Big Promocast, episode 52. It's Thursday, March 11th. And I forgot to turn our stupid clock on. It's a blistering 73 outside, and it's going to be 80 today.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm going to talk about how much fun avocados from Mexico is. And I want to take issue with this author's branded swag article that I didn't like very well.
I actually have a few things to talk about today.
Oh, you got three?
Yes.
Oh, well, I've got three too. I'm also going to talk about Guinness and Carhartt and St. Patrick's Day stuff.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool.
So,
I was on the flip-flop, but anyway, go ahead. Three things.
So I'm going to be talking about advanced education.
Okay.
And then some stuff that Volvo is doing with their electric cars.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to be talking about how Walmart is partnering with some people for some swag.
Walmart?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Let's do this.
Welcome to the Big Promocast with Amber and Rich. In this podcast, Amber and Rich discuss the world of marketing, branding, and promotional products. Now, here's Amber and Rich.
You know, sometimes I don't even know why we try, because this tech stuff is driving me crazy. It's supposed to be louder than that, and I don't know if you can hear it or not, so we'll just hope for the best. And how are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Excellent.
Awesome.
We got some new gear around the house yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Washers and dryers.
Sweet.
Yeah, but a little snafu. We had measured everything to make sure they would fit in the space this way, but we didn't measure this way. So they don't fit. They didn't fit in the hole that we have for our washer dryer.
Oh, my goodness.
They have these extra pedestals that go underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
And the pedestals are 16 inches tall, and they make, I don't know, our space is 52 inches, and they're 56. So we had to take the pedestals off.
Gotcha.
That means they're low to the ground.
Yeah.
So we've got to figure out some kind of way to build a stand or something to put them on. But for now, the good thing is that those pedestals were $250 a piece, so we get credit for those. So
Oh,
an extra
nice.
$500. So we're going to take a little trip. Not really. But anyway, it's exciting things on our time. They're Wi-Fi enabled, which is stupid because all it does is pop up on your phone and says your dryer's done. Like, why would you need that? Just go in there and see if it's done? I don't know. Or listen to it beep? I don't know. It's pretty funny.
It's funny that you got some new stuff because we ordered some new stuff yesterday ourselves
What'd
for
you
the
order?
house. We got a new living room set.
Oh, wow.
Because right now, one of our couches is like the couch that I bought 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Whenever I first went through my divorce.
Sure.
So, and it doesn't match the other couch, and then our coffee table doesn't match either one of those.
Yeah. I remember when I was younger, I carried around the same couch and chair forever from apartment to apartment.
Yeah.
It finally just had to put it by the side of the curb.
But we also got an elliptical.
Oh, really?
A
Cool.
fancy elliptical that's got the iFit coach, and
I don't know what that is.
it's
Is that like a Peloton?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what a Peloton is?
No.
Oh, was an iFit coach like a TV screen where there's a guy talking?
Yes. Yeah.
Or a girl talking?
Mm-hmm.
Is that live or recorded?
I think it's recorded.
Okay, because Peloton, it's like $2,500 for the bike. It's like a spin bike.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes with a screen on it, and you do live classes.
Okay.
And like these different instructors have varying degrees of popularity, and we got to be in Maurice's class, or we got to be in Juanita's class, or whatever, because they're different just the way they do things. Anyway, that's a big deal. That's what Peloton's made a bunch of money this year, with people staying at home in the pandemic. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
speaking of the pandemic, which I don't really want to speak about, but I heard a radio show this morning. Today's like the anniversary of when it all pretty much happened, or this week. When all this started, I didn't think it would last a year. So accordingly, I didn't do a lot of things that said, oh, shoot, in a year, where are we going to be? And I should have.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things that I don't want to say missed opportunity, but yeah, missed opportunity. I could have done. There was people that were calling in on the show saying, "Oh, I learned Swahili and I brushed up on my French and remodeled my house and stuff like that." And I thought, I didn't do anything like that. I just tried to make it week to week. I never thought more than 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ahead. So kicking myself for that. I mean, no regrets, but I just think I could have done things well. But who knew? I mean, really. Anyway, what do you think about? You did a lot.
Yeah, I did do a lot.
And you're still doing a lot.
I always do a lot.
Yeah.
But I figured it would last way longer than a lot of people. Because a lot of people...
Oh, so this year didn't surprise you?
No.
And a year ago, you expected it to last this long?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But that's not why I took the interest that I did and started doing all this stuff. I just found it more as an opportunity because we were staying home more.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not?
Yeah. Well, we were shut here in this office for 2 months, and so.
Yep.
But and then it wound up so you don't even need to come in here anymore. So come on Saturday when nobody's here, it's perfect. So
Yeah.
it's actually better. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You can go first.
Let me see if this is going to work since our computer is giving us fits. I need to switch this one and switch. What are we talking about? St. Patrick's Day is next week,
Yes.
And we've talked about a couple of fun things with Tullamore Dew and who else? Jameson.
Yes.
Anyway, Guinness is getting in on it. Guinness draft beer and Carhartt, which is one of the brands that we sell.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get custom made, not custom made, but branded Carhartt stuff built to make your own parade. Since St. Patrick's Day parades are pretty much out.
Right.
In Texas, are they going to have a St. Patrick's Day parade now? Since they just opened everything back up yesterday?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's not political. It's boneheaded is what I think. But that's just me. Anyway, they have some... Hi, smiles. They have some pretty cool... Come on, computer. There's nothing here. Oh, there we go. Beanies, T-shirts. And Carhartt's really good stuff. So, anyway. You have big plans for St. Patrick's Day?
No.
Here's my plans. I'm getting my second shot at 4 o'clock. We talked about that a minute ago. So, yeah, that's my St. Patrick's Day coming up. But I don't know. This merch stuff keeps getting bigger and bigger. People keep merching out, and it's all good. It just makes more branded apparel, more branded stuff. Not just apparel, branded goods in general are fun, and people like it.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. Just to shout howdy to Guinness.
All right.
Say tip of the morning to you or whatever. Go ahead. I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
You breathe.
All right. So Walmart is partnering with some other brands.
No, I didn't pull that Walmart up. Did I or did I? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, there is that
There you
the one?
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
So they're partnering with some other brands like General Mills and Cure Hydration.
Okay.
And what they're doing is they're offering free samples for their curbside service.
Cool.
So this way you're getting samples. They're even doing some swag bags.
Oh, awesome.
And you're getting samples of these other brands because since the pandemic started, they're shopping online more. And if they are going to stores, they're not browsing.
They're not walking the aisles. They're doing curbside. Yeah.
Or even if they're going inside, they're going directly to what they want and then get the hell out of there.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
And like General Mills has realized this, and they've been actually doing this with other stores too, like Target. But the Walmart...
That's all right. Let it go.
The Walmart CEO, Doug McMillon, he actually said that he wants Walmart to basically use this to help build other brands.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought that was really cool that they're partnering together, and that's something really that works very well in marketing and advertising is partnering up with other companies.
Right. That's I used to love, well, I still probably would if I went, going to Costco on a Saturday or Sunday or Sam's and sampling little sausage balls or whatever the heck. That's what I guess that's what that is. Do you think we should answer that?
No.
Might be that $1 million call. Anyway. You sure? You don't think we should answer it?
Well, if you want to answer.
Well, I don't really want to take my headphones off and all that stuff. It's usually a robocall. But anyway, so I'm going to let it go. We are not available right now. Sorry.
Yes.
This is not a call-in show today. Well, that's cool. Good for Walmart.
Yeah.
And, I don't have anything to add to it other than I don't know if this curbside thing is going to stay with it. I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to take a while to get back to normal.
Oh,
Back to what we thought it was a year ago. I don't think it's going to, because weren't they doing curbside before this stuff started?
Yeah, they were.
It just wasn't a big deal.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I think, and I hate these words, but I really think that this is
Don't say it. Don't you dare say it. Are you going to say it?
the new normal.
Oh, you said it. I can't believe it.
But it's true. Like,
That's got to be a snippet we got to put out somewhere. That's funny.
but I really think that, especially with this online stuff, the shopping online has become way, way more popular.
Yeah,
than
we
it was
went
before.
from like 0 to 100 in no time.
Exactly.
Because people had to. People had to pivot real quick. This probably would have happened in 5 or 6 years anyway.
Yeah.
But it would have taken forever. But then people scrambled it. We got to do it today.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so yeah, good stuff on that. I was talking about swag and stuff like that in general. You like guacamole?
Yes, I love guacamole.
Avocados from Mexico, which is not all avocados, it's just the ones that grow in Mexico, which I thought was weird. So California avocados? No. This is the avocados from Mexico. But they're actually a group of people that import avocados or whatever. And they were known for their Super Bowl ad from a year ago. They did really good. And this year they made news because they didn't do a Super Bowl ad. So where they spent that money is on these cool merch. This is not even T-shirts and shorts and stuff. This is really, really, dye sub, full coverage,
Wow.
avocado stuff. It's really awesome. They've really done a thing. And this whole website is cool because they've got come on, computer. They've got all kinds of good content otherwise. Videos, telenovela kind of shows.
All right.
All about avocados. It's really fun, and if you spend 30 minutes on here, you'll go crazy. If you can, if the website will let you do it. Anyway, I had to bag out of that because it's not working, which is unfortunate. That's funny. We've got internet and everything, and I don't know why things are hosing us up, but anyway, I'm shutting it down. Anyway, but shout out to Avocados. They were that's a really good site, and I'll put links in the show notes because there's a lot of fun stuff on there.
Awesome. Let's see. So, Volvo has decided to make their electric cars online only.
Huh.
So you can only buy their electric cars online.
Okay.
And they're saying that doing this is going to reduce the complexity of coming into a store and things like that, as well as provide transparency. You can get all the stats on it, and you can still get the packages as far as warranty and roadside service and stuff like that. Now,
I wonder if that's against. Isn't that what Tesla does? Or does Tesla have dealerships?
I don't know.
Huh. Anyway.
I never thought about that.
I wonder if that's in direct competition with Tesla because it's electric cars and all that other stuff.
Maybe. Kia and BMW do a lot of online sales,
Oh, really?
but they are purposely not getting rid of traditional car lots.
Well, I bought my car online, basically. I mean, I found it, I signed up for the test drive and drove up there and drove it, but I don't know if I'd buy a car like that. Unless I've driven it before, I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah. I've seen those. My brother-in-law actually bought a car online and had it delivered to his house. And I was just like, man, I couldn't do that. I have to get in a car.
Yeah. I mean, you
And-
got to make sure the cup holders are where they're supposed to be, and
Exactly.
the gear shift's not going to hit your knee or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of quirks about it. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if I would do that either. But like I said, if I've driven a car before and I know what it rides like, and
Yeah.
I said, oh, here's a deal I want or something, I might do it. But I don't know. You know, in Texas, I think you're going to have a problem. I think there's an issue with Tesla in Texas. You have to, if you live in Texas, there's some kind of dealership law that they have to sell. They can't sell direct to a person. They have to go through a dealership.
Okay.
So you can't, like, I can't call Chevy and get a car, or I can't call Ford and get a truck. I have to get it through a dealership.
Okay.
And I think there's some kind of, like, if I buy a Tesla, I have to go to out of state. I'm pretty sure. I'm not, there's some kind of weird thing like that. I'm not sure. I'll tell you what, when I'm ready to buy a Tesla, I will be sure to let you know how it goes.
Okay.
But that's all I had to say about that one. Or that was yours. Do you have anything to say about it? Anything else? Sorry.
No?
Yes, we did. I don't have your third one pulled up, so. Oh, but I want to do mine next, right? Here's a fun article, I thought. Why choosing the right branded swag is so important, which is true. I agree with that.
Yes.
It's going to be a great article. She talks about how when she used a pen she got at a conference from a law firm. It writes perfectly. It never leaks. And it's a great thing. She also got another pen from a top 10 ranked law firm with profits of more than $3 million per quarter. It runs out of ink the second time I used it. It's flimsy and plastic. She was surprised that a firm without calendar would give out hundreds of these to their clients. And I agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
Life's too short for
absolutely.
pens that suck. I mean, yeah, I'll sell you a 30-cent pen, but I won't like it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's not good. If you're giving them pens to throw away, like during the pandemic, we came up with things for restaurants. Didn't want to reuse pens, like people are signing credit cards, that they would one-time use kind of things. But yeah, I wouldn't. I agree with that statement. Don't want flimsy and plastic. She gets into here when she says, the kind of swag or promotional items or tchotchkes, as I prefer to call them. Don't call them tchotchkes. Don't do that.
Lots of people call them tchotchkes.
But that's bullshit. It makes it sound like shit, and it's not. A lot of it is shit. A lot of it's cheap plastic shit, but a lot of it's valid. Those avocados from Mexico jerseys aren't tchotchkes.
Yeah, that's true.
Carhartt, $80 jersey or cap or something like that. It's not tchotchkes anyway.
Yeah.
But then she gets into here. Sorry about that. She gets into here and says, make sure it's well made. That's fine. Something that's even useful outside the office. That's fine. She gets into where keep your company at the forefront. Maybe. What she said, make sure your brand or logo is on each item. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think you should have your message.
Yes.
And maybe your message is not, XYZ lawyers. You don't want that to be, unless you have a brand that people want to advertise.
Right.
I don't agree with that. So anyway, tchotchkes and, it's better to design something that has a message on it as opposed to just slapping your logo on stuff.
Yes.
And I'm guilty of that myself. All the stuff we send out, my logo's all over it.
Yeah.
It's a mistake, and it shouldn't be that way. I should be writing, instead of coffee mugs that have a logo and a phone number, it should say something like Rise and Grind or Eye Opener or something like that.
Yeah.
For example, it should be more thoughtful than that, and make sure that people want to use.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to reach into my cabinet and pull out a Fuzzies cup that says Fuzzies all over it, but I would say something if it had some kind of, I don't know. It's a different thing. I mean, you just think, and we'll help you think if you want. But that's all I got about that. Branded swag should be thoughtfully designed and not emblazoned just with logos. There's more. I mean, you've got that real estate and you've got that opportunity to get in front of somebody.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I have for that one.
Make the best use of it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the importance of remaining educated.
Okay.
So a lot of people, they don't think about the fact. Sorry.
That's all right.
They don't think about the fact that there's always more that you can learn. Even in business, there's always more that you can learn about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how you can do it better. So you can find classes online for absolutely anything.
Yep.
Remember, I was doing that writing course.
Was that Skillshare or something Thinkific, or do you remember?
That was Future.
Oh, I remember that. Future something. Yeah.
But you can find classes that are paid. You can find cheap classes that are paid. You can find free classes.
Yep.
Now, remember, you're usually going to get what you pay for.
As is the world.
Yes. But you can at least get a little bit of something
Yeah.
out of whatever you choose to go after.
Man.
And like I said, you can find something on anything. So you can find a class on sales. You can find a class on marketing, organizing your office, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to get better at, you can find it on the internet.
Right.
So I just think that's really, really important for people to remember that there's always more you can learn.
There
and
is.
you should take advantage of that.
Do you know, I smirched because I went through the first 3 days of a 5-day growth conference. Do you know who Grant Cardone is? No. He is a mouthy Gary V wannabe.
Okay.
He likes dropping F-bombs, and he thinks he's all that. He's actually got a TV show, Billionaires Club or something, on CNBC.
Okay.
Where he's a hidden they drop him off in a town with, I don't know, $10,000 in a truck and try to make money. Or something like that. I forget what it was. But anyway, I signed up for his 10X growth conference, which was the last 5 days, I guess, or earlier this week. Okay. It was I only sat through 3 of them because they're hour-long presentations, pretty much trying to get you to sign up for his $300 class.
Oh my goodness!
So it's a free thing, and here's 4 or 5 tips, and give me $300 for this thing that's valued. It's valued at $3,000 by who? By you. It's not. Nobody else thinks it's worth $3,000 except for you. Big shot. So. Online courses is fine, and when people throw all these free things that say it's a value of $1,000, it's only a value because you set that price. It's not right. It's not because it's your thing. You can sell it for $1 million and say, "Oh, it's worth $1 million." Yeah, I don't know. I think it's bullshit. And anyway, I hate being swindled like that. Yeah, because it didn't cost me anything, but it's my time, and time is worth something. Yes, and if I'm going to set time up out of the day, an hour a day for 5 days to listen to you and your spiel. Don't, give me the tips you promised me. Don't set me up and give me an hour-long commercial, an infomercial. Yeah. It just chapped me really mad. So
I've been through one of those before where it was actually through Damon John.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he has these people that works under him that will go around the country and give this presentation and everything. And I learned a lot from it. It was like an hour and a half long, and I learned a lot of tips in the first 30 minutes. Yeah. And then the other hour was getting you to sign up for this special course thing that he was doing, and
it's the hustle.
I was pissed.
I mean, I'll give some. You know what? If you did that 5-day, 1 hour a day conference, I'd have given you $100 for it. And you would have made money on it. And, and I don't know. People need to quit swindling people. That's all I got to say about that. Yes. Speaking of what am I speaking of? I'm not speaking of swindling people. That's what I was going to say. But it's not what I want. What I want to say is be sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video if you got any value out of it. We're about to wrap it up. Also, this month is March Madness. Sorry, it's the basketball tournament for colleges. So our coupon code this month is Madness. And instead of 50 off 500, we are giving you 5% off any order over 500 of any value. Well, it's a max of $100 discount. So there's that.
Awesome.
You have anything to add?
I want to give a shout out to Conn's.
Cons. Oh, the appliance place?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because they are who we got the living room set and the elliptical from.
You like them because you get your fridge from them, too.
Yeah, and I got my dining room set from them.
Wow.
They're pretty awesome. So
That's cool. Well, I'm going to give a shout out to Nebraska Furniture Mart. Because those guys, they put that stuff together at the place before they put it on the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they got to the truck, it's not going to fit. They had to take that stuff apart.
man.
And I mean, it wasn't a big deal, but it was
Yeah.
a little more effort than they were probably anticipating. So shout out to those guys in Nebraska Furniture Mart. Those two drivers were awesome. And they were friendly and they were fun. One guy had his phone playing some hip-hop stuff. It was really... and they were just going. They were just rocking like machines, like robots. It was really cool. And it's amazing how they can lift and throw dryers and washers around.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I had to move it once, I would be upset. If I had to do it 18 times, they had 18 stops yesterday.
Jeez.
Some of them were refrigerators, but most of them were 2-item washer and dryers. So it's not just one thing; it's two things. So
Man.
it's a big job. Anyway, shout out to them. That's all I got. I haven't been to the bald spot camera yet, just to give us an overview. Hi, everybody. All right, I'm going to shut this down. You cool with that?
All right. Yeah.
I think I can hit this end button.